Joining me in the studio now from Hayling Island is Eugene Scardifield. Eugene's brother, Michael, was brutally murdered in May 2015. He's now raising awareness of a little-known charity called SAMM that helped him and his family through the challenge of losing a loved one. So, Eugene, first of all, just tell me what happened to your brother.
He was murdered in his own front room by an acquaintance. For what reason, we don't know. In court he tried to say it was an accident, but he changed his story 4 or 5 times. It took the jury no longer than an hour and 5 minutes to come back with a guilty verdict.
And how did that affect you and your family?
Massively. Mentally, physically, emotionally. It's just a continuous roller coaster of emotions. I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. My sisters, 2 of my sisters have got fibromyalgia, which has been brought on by the anxiety of what's happened. You know, obviously my brother had 3 children. It's affected them. Well, my brother's son was born after my brother was murdered. So his ex-partner Donna, you know, how she's going to have to explain that to 2 of her children, why their father isn't around as they grow older. I can't put into words what must go through her mind.
And throughout this, you were supported by this organisation called SAMM.
SAMM
Tell us a bit about what they do.
Everybody that works for SAMM National has had a loved one taken through murder or manslaughter. So basically, you'll get assigned someone, and you can, text them or speak to them on the phone about your day-to-day feelings, and so it's someone that can genuinely sympathise with what you're going through. They've got like their own Facebook type forum that not anybody can access, only authorised people can access. So you can go on there, you can, if you're experiencing something that you're not sure about, you can question it on there, and somebody might respond to it, no, that's perfectly normal for what we're going through. I've done this and I've done that. So it's kind of it's a very therapeutic way of bringing people together that have lost someone to murder or manslaughter.
And how did it help you personally? What kind of support and did you find?
They've also got a retreat that they do 3 times a year. I've attended one of them personally, and you can you sit there with, again, people that have lost someone to murder or manslaughter, and there's like a togetherness. You're kind of like a separate family now.
And so you're going to be raising awareness for the charity. Sam, tell us about what you're doing.
I'm cycling from Hayling to their retreat in Crewe in September.
That's quite far.
It's 200 miles over 2 days.
Wow.
I'm going to be going from Hayling to Newbury, and then Newbury to Cheltenham on the first day, and then from Cheltenham to Wolverhampton, and Wolverhampton to Crewe on the second day.
And why did you feel that it was so important to do this?
I want to give something back to the charity. They've been so incredibly supportive of me and my family. What they do is incredible. So I wanted to give something back, but also to keep my brother's memory alive.
Tell us a bit about your brother. What was he like? What did he do? What did he enjoy doing?
He was an incredibly gentle man. He was a gentle giant. Whenever even though he was from Portsmouth, he lived in Stoke, where he was murdered. Whenever he come down, he would stay at Mum's. The second you walked through that front door, you'd be greeted with a hug, and the kettle would be on. That was Michael. That was my brother. He was just such a loving, caring man. If he had 1 tin of beans in the cupboard, and you was hungry, you'd get out 2 spoons. That was Michael. He wasn't a confrontational man, and that's another thing that makes it so difficult to swallow. Why would anybody hurt Michael? I still can't get my head around why anybody would hurt him.
And so you're going to be cycling from Hayling Island to Crewe. Are you, you're right? Yeah. You're raising money as well.
Yes.
As raising awareness. How much do you have a fundraising target?
I've put it at £5,000.
Okay.
So I'm at 1,300 so far.
That's a good goal.
I've been lucky enough to have companies, Hayling companies, sponsor me.
So hopefully try and raise you some more money. If people want to donate, can they find you online or?
I've got an event page on Facebook, Cycle for Michael, and the online donation is also on that. Every time I do a training session, it gets uploaded.
Are you cycling by yourself, or are you cycling with it? So
by myself. It's all completely organised by myself.
Okay.
It's not an organised event. It's something that I've planned out and routed and done personally. My mum's going to be my support driver.
Okay, because I think often, when people do things in big groups, there's lots of, encouragement to be gained from all the other people doing it. But when you're doing it by yourself, how are you going to keep yourself going through the 200 miles all the way from Hayling Island to Crewe?
Because of the reason I'm doing it. I don't need any more determination than that. My sweat and tears is enough. Every training session I do ends with me crying in the shower. That's all the determination I need.
Eugene, thank you very much for coming in and being so open and telling us about your story. We really appreciate you coming in, and good luck.
Thank you.